While you've been quite critical of how the left exists right now, you have also said that you support the general idea of progress, as in making society more inclusive and better for everyone gradually. You have also said that you want to build bridges and find common ground with the left, where possible. So under what conditions do you think you'll be able to find that common ground? The most important issue, the absolute make or break thing here for me, is that the left needs to truly embrace free speech and open-mindedness. They need to be able to accept people who want progress in good faith, but might have a different view on how it's best done. Specifically, they need to be more open towards people who have a different worldview, a different model of change, or simply don't accept the core tenets of contemporary leftist theory. If there is to be common ground, it has to be on wanting progress, while still allowing differences of opinion as to what that progress looks like. To put it mildly, the left needs to stop letting leftist theory get in the way of being truly open-minded. Can you elaborate more about what you see as leftist theory getting in the way of being truly open-minded? Leftist theory, as developed in the past half a century, has been essentially ruled by overarching ideas like how so-called respectability politics is bad, how tone policing is bad, how speech and discourse is about power dynamics rather than seeking the objective truth, how almost everything in the status quo is an oppressive social construct that should be deconstructed, and so on. When you so fundamentally believe in all these things, you simply aren't open to criticism that says otherwise. The objective fact is that the aforementioned beliefs are counterproductive. To remain in denial of this fact, when the evidence is mounting so quickly, the left has resorted to tribalism. This, I think, is also basically the root cause of the left's embrace of authoritarian methods like deplatforming and cancel culture, and more recently, simply saying that they are exhausted and refusing to even communicate. I know you aren't a fan of contemporary leftist theory, but how does theory come into this? Isn't tribalism just part of the ugliest side of human nature? Yes, tribalism is part of the ugliest side of human nature, but the way the left is trying to hold on to fundamentally flawed theory is exacerbating it. It's like how some religious cults develop a strong suspicion of all outsiders, to be blunt. This actually brings me to a related point. Perhaps due to the echo chamber effect, the left is very maximalist in its demands at the moment. It is in no mood to compromise, and it is doing a very good job of pushing away those who disagree with not only its policy positions, but also their underlying philosophical beliefs, which are frankly irrelevant to policy outcomes. I believe this is a major factor fueling the growth of the reactionary right. What you call maximalist demands, others might argue to be necessary for justice. How would you respond to this? What we need to remember here is that justice is a practical thing, not a theoretical thing, which means that to assess whether a particular course of action is conducive to justice, we need to look at its practical effects. And right now, the actions of the left are objectively not conducive to justice, because they are not only not convincing society to become better, they're actually fueling a reactionary backlash that is making society worse. If only for the sake of justice, the left should really be at least open to listening to others' criticisms, rather than pushing everyone else away in a tribalist way, which is what they are currently doing. I think we should also pay particular attention to how certain aspects of leftist theory is making the left behave in this counterproductive way.